Underway on the Margret Jane, right? Margret Jane? Here we go. So we're leaving the Do-It-Yourself Yacht Club in Tampa, Florida. There's Jen. Back here's Mike. Hey, of course I'm Wild Randall 62. We're going sailing. Well, if we get any wind, we're gonna go sailing. So far, I tell you right now, it's hot. If I look hot, it's because I am hot. That's right, I'm hot. August 1st, 2017. Hey, we're on the Margret Jane down here in Tampa, Florida. We're loaded up. We're gonna go down to the Dry Tortugas. I know where we're going. No, I really don't. Anyway, take a look, sweeping shot of it. We're just loading up. We gotta secure those tanks. Diving, fishing, trying to keep from losing massive amounts of weight or getting sunburned. Dollars in operation. Boy, it's moving fast too. There they go. Wow, beautiful boat. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Jeez, oh Pete, how heavy is it? We're gonna feel this. Underway August 1st, 2017. Looks like it's about lunchtime, actually. We are getting ready to secure these oxygen tanks. Air tanks. Excuse me, I've only been corrected about 5 times now. Evidently I have a learning disability. This is what it's like to be underway in a sailboat with a diesel engine. Now you notice that I'm starting to get loud. It'd be very difficult to sleep in this cabin when that was going on, though I do have my earplugs. So we're gonna secure the air tanks. Yeah, got it. Got a lot of Union Jack stuff going on here. That's a Union Jack, because this is a British boat, or it was, it's not any longer. Every port is open, every hatch is open, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's probably 90-something degrees in here. Oh my gosh. This is the main cabin, by the way. Look at the shower, big sit-down shower in here. See? Sit down and take a shower. Hi. Oh, I look great. Yeah. Alright. Here we are. We're still out in the bay. This is a very, what most people would consider a small container vessel. And evidently it's full of Progresso soup. See? Progresso soup? Ha ha ha. It's a good ship, Progresso. He gave us another warning. It's not. It's full of a lot of stuff. How's it going? Alright, we love you too. We get it. It's not like we're getting paid. Hey. Okay, Captain Mike, so besides the fact that it's made out of, what's it made out of?
GRP, glass reinforced plastic, in America known as fiberglass.
Okay, and that floats? Most fiberglass I know sinks.
Fiberglass sinks.
So what keeps us from not sinking besides?
Archimedes' principle.
Alright,
Archimedes' principle says that an object in the water is buoyed up by the same force equal to the weight of the water that the object displaces.
And we could also apply Boyle's law by saying that if we totally submerged it, it would also displace an amount of water equal to its entire volume.
Yes.
Which we don't want that to happen.
We could apply the full-blown PV equals nRT and solve virtually all of those.
Alright. So if we get enough water in it, it will sink.
If we get enough water in it, it will sink.
Alright, that's enough. Yay. Securing the diving tank, air tanks. Securing the air tanks. Here we go. And evidently I can't remember how to tie a square knot. I don't think I ever knew.
Otherwise known as a double-slipped reef knot.
Alright, double-slipped reef knot. Okay, here we got the mainsail up. And we're going 7.3, is that miles per hour or knots? It's 7.3 knots. So Captain Mike, what's the difference between a nautical mile and a mile?
A nautical mile is 1 minute of latitude.
Oh.
A statute mile is an arbitrarily defined 5,280
feet.
5,280 feet. I don't know where that comes from.
Me neither, that is weird.
Nautical mile is easy.
Well, actually, the mile, that's a Roman thing again. Now, how come they'd come up with that number and that distance, I don't know.
Nautical mile makes sense.
So we have, with the sail up, we're gaining
Not much.
not much, because right now we don't have much wind. Actually, there's the wind indicator right there. Take a look. The wind is coming about, between 80 degrees off our starboard side. And we're going, so that is the wind speed, 3.8 miles an hour, 3.8 mile an hour wind. Oh, here we go. We're coming up on the Sunshine Skyway. That puts us just about 3.5 hours out of port. Captain Mike's doing a little bit on the mainsail there. We just had lunch. Thank you, Jen. So things are going to change once we get out of the day.
I hope there'll be some wind.
We hope there'll be some wind. Let's get some wind. All right. I don't know if you can see it in the distance or not. I'll zoom in. This camera really sucks on that. Okay, so you see out there, that's Anna Marie Island. Once we pass that island, supposedly, right there, right at that point right there, we will be in the Gulf. First thunderstorm, August, looks like August 1st, 2017, about 5:12, 5:42. We're listing right now with the amount of wind we're catching. I don't know if you can see it. About 22 degrees to starboard, maybe 20. I might be mad over exaggerating that. There you go. We're starting to list. Things are starting to fall. I'm just making sure that nothing is where it's endangered. They don't seem to be too concerned about it. And Mike, what are we doing?
We are attempting to deploy the staysail.
Staysail. Staysail.
The middle one.
The middle one. All right, let's see if we can watch that. All right, because we got an apparent wind, which, believe it or not, there's a difference between regular wind and apparent wind. 6.5 knots. we're trying to get a little more motion out of the wind and a little less work out of the motor. And so right now he's actually deploying. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see if I can't get this to zoom in a little bit. I got a 20x optical zoom on this. Yeah, he's twisting this sail out from all the way back here. That way in rough seas, he doesn't have to get up there and do that manually, which makes a lot of sense. There we go. Actually, what's so neat about that is he can deploy that all the way back from the cockpit. It's definitely catches some wind. Concerned about it. Evidently they've been, oh, that looks like a, let's see how nasty of a thunderstorm. Okay, that's what we're looking at. And what you hear is not thunder, that's the sail. One of the sails. So, Jim's just checking back and Mike's no longer laid back. All of a sudden he's a little quicker, so I'm starting to pick up on that. It's tippy, all right. So we take an in sail? Okay, so we're trimming our sails. Refurling our sails. Recurling. I thought I said that.
Reef before the storm hits.
Got it. We're reefing our sails before the storm, which it still looks like it probably will go to the, well, it keeps changing on us, I swear to God. So, we're under full sail, by the way, at 4.8 knots. We got an apparent wind speed, 14.1 knots, and the wind's 120 degrees from our mast, which still doesn't seem right to me. It seems, I don't know, I don't understand. It seems like it should be more, well, it's coming right out of that direction, so. I was gonna say 30, it's like 30 degrees. I don't think it's orientated right up there. That's it right up there, if you can see it, those little, yeah, well, actually it's, the arrow's pointing where the wind's blowing. Yeah, that's not right, that's no way, that's 90 degrees. It's not matching. Okay, so anyway, here comes our first thunderstorm. Let's see. It's definitely raining over there. How far away that is, I don't know. I don't even know if you can hear me. I guarantee my little cat's dead cat thing is not going to put up with this kind of wind, so probably can't. We're getting blown off. Still. Completely loose. Like this. We're still in the thunderstorm. We're at 30.8 knots, sustained winds now. You go up here and see if you can take a look. Come on. We've had to rethin our sails. We had a pretty good list going there for a little bit. We put all the penny up. Heel? Excuse me.
Heel.
We had a heel. List is the other side.
Yeah.
Unless you didn't intend to do it.
Right.
I thought we didn't intend to do that.
Well, we didn't intend to do quite that much.
Alright. Anyway, it was very exciting. I lost my hat. Woo!
Much tippier.
It got lots of beer.
Yeah, it did. It did. We were like this for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still at 15 degrees, but that's okay for a boat this big. And actually, I have to admit that this is handling this a lot better than any of the other boats I've been in, but these aren't great big swells either. It's just a lot of wind.
Yeah.
So there you go. You want to look at what we were, it doesn't look nearly as bad. There it is. So, Mike did a ton of rope work. We did get a rope caught, and I managed to go forward and get that loose. And then I lost my hat.
Yeah, you sacrificed it.
I lost my hat, but like I said,
You know how many hats there are floating around?
oh, thousands. But
Wilder eat them.
it did die an honest death, so I'm proud of it. That's enough. morning. Yep, August 2nd, 2017. Looks like about 7:30 a.m. We're here at Venice. Check it out, Venice. It's some little bay, a little park or something. So we anchored here last night. We didn't get here probably till about 11. That's the way we came in. Ran out there, and you can hear the seas are still pretty rough. I didn't get to do a ton of filming because just even standing up was difficult. So we did find some minor issues like no propane. So we're eating microwave food. That's better than no food at all. I don't know what time Mike and Jen are going to get up. Hopefully pretty soon, but you know, it doesn't matter. I actually slept right here. It was very nice until, of course, the sun came up. Then I went down below. By that time, it was cooled off decently enough I could just sleep there. So, hopefully we'll get underway in a little bit, right? Right. Alright, August 2nd, 2017, about 11 o'clock, and we're leaving Venice, whatever that place was. Anyway, Jen's not going any further with us. A little too rough for her yesterday. So Mike says we're going to go out in the deep water so that it's not as rough. Ain't that right, Captain Mike? Alright. So we pulled up with gas, we got lots of food, we got lots of water. Winds are about 18 knots. I'd say south by southwest. South by southeast. Excuse me, south by southeast. Anyway, probably can't hear a word I'm saying on this one anyway. that. What kind of tuna that is, we don't know exactly. It's probably about a 6-pounder, maybe 7. All right. According to my book, it was a blackfin tuna. That's what I caught. Blackfin, huh? Yep. So we're gonna eat that. Unfortunately, we don't have any propane gas, so we're gonna come up with some novel ways of cooking it. We're not eating it raw. It says it's excellent eating raw. I'm not eating raw tuna. No, I'm not. No. Someplace in the Gulf of Mexico, I don't know where. Pretty good day so far. Nothing like as rough yesterday. We've been dodging thunderstorms, doing a good job of that. It's because we got the radar. We're just showing you nothing. Makes you think it's not even working. Actually, this is where I'm sleeping, right here. Trolled a little bit, got a fish, lost it. Then I hung my line up in the wind turbine. Yay! So that's something we're gonna work at. Oh, this is a big one. Here we go. Okay, so here it is. I believe it's August 3rd. It's like almost 7 o'clock. See over my back? Yeah, there's the sun. We ran all night long. Well, how many miles did we make? Do you know how many miles?
This many on the chart.
This many on the chart. So that's whatever the chart is. Great. We're thinking about breakfast here, which is going to be an insure and a bagel, cream cheese, water, maybe a granola bar. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fort Jefferson. So here we are, we're walking around Fort Jefferson. Over there's the wall where they executed people. See it? See all the holes in it? Oh, no, I don't think that's what... You know that fort at St. Augustine has that same wall. Something that looks like that. Right up here is a real honest-to-God Caribbean man. You can see the bimini. Here's a cabin. I'm sleeping out on deck tonight, right here. Been a pretty cool day. Whoops. Been a pretty cool day. All in all. Alright, good night. Alright, well, we're going to leave the Dry Tortugas. Here they are at the window, at the port. Out the window. A little bit. There it is, Fort Jefferson. That's where we were anchored, right that way. Anyway, we're going to Key West. Can't help but be a little excited about that. Let's go up topside. So, I got barracuda out here a lot. Got bit off twice. Caught about a 3-inch about a 6-inch pompano jack and threw it in the water. As soon as I did, the barracuda ate it up. So there he is, Fort Jefferson. One last look at that. Great, let's zoom back out. Over here. And that in the distance, let's see if we can see this. The almighty cool zoom. Boy, the wind is really broke down. That's Loggerhead Key. We can't fish between here and there.
Things I try to catch before they actually break.
Sounds like a good idea to me. I'm gonna have to narrate this whole damn thing. Ain't no way anybody gonna hear anything we're saying. Oh, well, good job. So this is the kind of thing that can happen to your rigging. Notice that we had pretty substantial damage here. Half of it probably would have failed, and of course it would have failed at the worst possible moment. So Mike, in his infinite wisdom, decided to fix it now, which is good because it ain't so bad.
It's Captain Mike to you, Swabby!
Be careful. But it is Captain Mike. I'm not. What does swab mean anyway?
Swabby?
Oh.
It just means a dickhand.
Oh, okay.
Swab's
Well,
dicks.
I guess I am a swab. Okay, Captain
Swabby.
Mike. Hi. You know, words cannot adequately express what it's like to be in a cabin of a sailboat when it's as hot as it is outside, which it's in the 90s. It's probably, I swear to God, 100 degrees in here, and the humidity is just unbelievable. I have not been able to sleep down here at all. I sleep on the deck, then about 3 o'clock in the morning I come down here and sleep. Mike's perfectly capable of sleeping down here. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. Oh yeah, and it never stops moving. This ain't bad. I'll get a bad one later on.
Randall's hauling one in.
It's not as big as what yesterday's was.
He says it's only a snack.
I don't even know if it's on there. I think it's off. No, it's on there. It's a mackerel! It's a freaking mackerel!
Tasty!
Can I get the gaff?
That's a barracuda! How are you gonna get him off of there?
Beat him in the head with a sledgehammer. are at Key West. We got here yesterday. We went out and spent some time over there. It's a nice place. Watched some salsa music, or listened to some salsa music. Anyway, it was a great time. Came back, had some fun coming back. We'll talk more about that later. Yep. So we're gonna make our way back to Tampa today. Not sure what time we're gonna do that. I'd like to start pretty soon. We gotta get filled. We gotta get some fuel. So.
Across the fence down by the landfill.
Yep,
In a
34 miles to Tampa Bay. There we go. 34 hours, excuse me, 34 miles would be nice. Then that's the reach of one of those big super cruise boats. It's kind of dirty to me. Hey, what do I know?
The air around is rampant with the scattered pesticides. Still he sings.
Skipjack tuna. Got another one. Not as big as the blackfin, and evidently not as good. You can tell because of that coloring right here. B-roll. And another B-roll. Here we go.
Sings along with the traffic song, knowing what is wrong. And he sings even though no one is listening. And he sings even though nobody's there. And he sings just for himself, but he'd like to have some help. And every day he stays his way, this one he won't get back. Still he sings. Still he sings. As things got bad, the others left him alone, confused. He sits remembering a time when things were different, a time not long ago. And he sings even though no one is listening. And he sings even though nobody's there. And he sings just for himself.